What is going on, Guardians, and welcome back to another Destiny gameplay video. Hey, all the footage in this video is taken from games where I went solo queuing into the Crucible. So, just so you can see that I am also sometimes a victim to the tragedies of solo queuing in PvP. So, this whole video is about what those struggles are when you solo queue and kind of how you can deal with them a little bit. Or at least how I choose to deal with them, and hopefully that'll be helpful for you. So in this video you're going to see a little bit of everything on the enemy team. So you're going to see a lot of the struggles with solo queuing. I can just list some of them off here and you're going to start to cringe as you hear them, right? Alright, there's joining late into a match in progress, and that has a lot of struggles in and of its own. Maybe the other team is completely demolishing the team you are on and you only have like half a team. Maybe you're going up against the teabaggers. Yeah, gotta rub it in that I killed you. Maybe you are going against a full enemy team. Like I said, a full enemy team is one of the struggles of solo queuing. Sometimes you get, like in this gameplay, actually almost all the gameplay you're going to see here is me going up against a full enemy team as I'm solo queuing. And they have all kinds of communication advantages. Another thing you're going to go up against is heavy trolls. You're going to see some of that in this gameplay. You're going to see tryhards. You're going to come in contact with spawn campers. And last but not least, you are often going to be given terrible teammates. And you have to carry the crap out of the team. And, that's okay. So I will never throw shade at a teammate for playing poorly, because I've been that teammate. Sometimes you gotta carry when your other teammates don't perform as well, and I will never give someone hate for performing poorly when they're on my team. But so those are just some of the struggles you're gonna come into contact with. But the question is, how are you gonna deal with it, right? How do you deal with people like this? Well, I'm gonna give you some of my pointers. So first and foremost, one option you have is you can leave the match, right? There is no shame if you are just not having fun anymore and you're like, you know what, I don't want to be here. I'm going to leave this match. If I only have half an hour of time that I can get my gaming in, and this isn't really what I had in mind. You can just leave the match. Notice here, they waved heavy. Everybody did. A couple minutes later, when we're outperforming them, they go and they pick it up. Heavy trolls, right? Heavy trolls, you'll encounter them. This guy's got an HMG. As he's pushing me, I end up outplaying him, and so I'm like, I could drop the bag, but instead I will just give him a grieve emote. No teabag for me, but you know what? You know what you did. I'll drop a grieve on you and kind of pop off a couple of rounds in the general direction in which you died, just to let you know that you done goofed, bruh. You done goofed. But that kind of leads me to the next thing. You just can't take it too seriously. You can't give people power over your emotions. Don't let them have that kind of power, okay? They can be all kinds of tools in the Crucible, but you can't let it get to you and kind of elicit an emotion response from you that is, it's negative. It's not enjoyable for you. So raging, all that kind of stuff, doesn't do anything in the end. You're just giving the other person exactly what they wanted. That was power over the way that you feel and to make you feel bad. Because let's be honest, gamers can sometimes be real jerks. Like, they can just be downright terrible people sometimes in the way that they interact in gaming. So just understand that going into it. Don't give them that kind of power over your emotions. Another thing is you're going to have to learn to adjust. So, well, what does that mean? Sometimes, for example, you're gonna queue up solo against a team of tryhards, and you're just trying to have fun. But you know what? You can't make Fabian's strategy work against these guys when they're using what they're using. So maybe, you know what? Whatever. Screw it. I gotta put on my party crasher in my last word, and I have to adjust. Sometimes you have to. Maybe they are refusing to capture the objective, and they're just kill farming. And they're not capturing the relics and salvage, and neither are your teammates. Well, if you start capturing the objectives and you're the only person in the game that's trying to do it, you're going to be a huge detriment to your team. So sometimes you have to adjust there too and just be like, you know what, if no one else is doing it, if I do it, I'm just going to screw my teammates over. So just start playing skirmish with everybody else. Yes, they're doing it wrong, I get that, and I agree with you, but sometimes you just have to adjust. Another thing I tell you is, at some point during the match, it becomes apparent that you cannot win, okay? They have a full team, they are pub stomping you guys and your rando teammates, and your teammates just can't get anything going. At a certain point in the game, you realize you're not playing to win. So what are you playing for? Well, if you choose to stick it out and not leave the match, you're playing to improve. You're not playing to win. So at that point, you're playing to improve. So you're now putting yourself in a scenario where you have the disadvantage, and you have to learn to try and compensate for that. You have to adjust. You have to try and find a way to be successful in a scenario where you are outgunned and outmatched. And I can tell you what. Learning how to behave in those scenarios is going to make you a way better player. So stop playing to win, start playing to improve. So, another thing I would say is if you leave the match or if you get outplayed in these scenarios where you are hopelessly disadvantaged, then sometimes you're going to get hate mail. You just don't give them attention. That's what they want. They want to get a rise out of you. They want to get a response out of you. You just gotta know going into it that just expect that these are 10-year-olds talking trash, right? and maybe even just assume that there's some miserable person just looking for attention. Just don't give it to them. That's not what they need. So that's some of my advice for you. Solo queuing I know can be tough. I do it all the time, and I'm a victim of the same things that you guys are. You just have to learn how to deal with it, how to adjust to it, and like I said, play to improve, don't play to win in those scenarios when everything is stacked against you. But hopefully that's helpful for you guys. Hopefully your solo queuing is not that bad today, and I'll catch you in the Crucible.